Good morning, learners. I hope you have enjoyed your play at home. Good morning, my friend. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Mrs. Mudabeti. Our theme for this week is summer. Before we go into our topic for today, I would like us to sanitize our hands. Rub it through nicely behind and between the fingers. There you go, you have done it. Today's topic, we are going to look at lesson 3 of phonics and possessive nouns. Good morning, learners, once more again. Today we are going to look at that sound, the t and the h. When they come together like that in a word, it doesn't matter at the beginning of the word, in the middle, or at the end. It's still the same sound. So how do we pronounce that sound? We take our tongues out. Let's try and taking our tongues out. Can you do that with me? That is the sound. The t and the h together, we say, we take the tongues out. Okay, let me check with you if you have any word with you that you know that starts or in the middle or at the end is having the t and the h together. For example, my teeth. Teeth. There we go. We have the t and the h. It is where? At the end. Teeth. All right. Let me look at another example again. This time it's at the beginning of the word. The t and the h. Can you try to read that word? You first sound. What is the word again? Thorn. It's a thorn. A thorn that sticks in your feet when you run outside of your yard. All right, so the sound is the t and the h for a. All right, now let's go together to page 15 for the exercise. We have the words which are in the box, in the first box there. Can we read together quickly those words? Try them at home, but I'm also going to just run through them for you. The first one is thin, thin, bath, bath, meth, thick, thorn, path, cloth, moth, thud. All right, you can try it over and over and over for you to practice. Now let's go to our exercise and see which word best fits in the sentence to make it correct. Now we are going to complete our sentences which are given here with the words which are having the sound. So you check in your box there on top and you try to fill in and read it and see if it's correct for that sentence. The dog had a, look at the dog. What is the dog doing there? It's taking a, thank you very much. It's taking a bath. Thank you. You are really doing this. This is great. And the next one, you can do it alone. I'm just going to read the sentence for you. The rose has a And the next sentence, there with an insect, it says the flies at night. What flies at night? Look at that type of insect and pick out its name and fill in the space there which is given. The last sentence, it says the man walked on the Find the correct word in the box there and fill it in correctly. We are going to move to the next exercise. This time we are going to have fun with the words that we have just learned. So you are going to pick out all the words which are having the t and the h sound. And we are going to do what with them? You have to color them out. All the words that are having the sound t and h sound, you have to color them out. Let's go to page 16 together. There we go. We have another easy exercise. I know it's very easy for you, but you have to enjoy it while at home. We have the words there. They are having the T and H sound. The words are they, this, think, though, thon, thing. And we have got our sentences there. I would like you to fill in those words correctly in the sentences. Before you fill it in, don't just guess. You have to read the sentence and the clue will come into your mind to know which word can best fill the space there to make the sentence correct. Number one, I'm going to read for you only number one. The rest, I want you to practice reading and putting in the correct words. The first one, I'm sure would love to go to the park with me. Which word would best fit there when you think of those words which are there? And do the next one as well. Ouch! That just pricked me. What word do you think can go into the spaces which are provided correctly? All right, let's go through to page 17. Wow, we have a very beautiful exercise there, which is a very easy one. I like the pictures. Wow, they are so colorful. You are going to read the words which are on the left side in this left column. And once you have read the word, I'm sure you will come up with the picture of what that word means. So you are going to match, you are going to color in the picture for the word. For example, the first one is a lead. Which one is a lead here? You look at the first picture. Could that be a lead? The first one, is that a lead? The second one, do we have a lead there? Yes, I think that one is for the lead because the last one will be the log. So the lead, I'm going to color out the lead, the picture of the lead. So you do the same with all the others and you finish. Let's go to page 18. We are going to enjoy writing. On page 18, we are going to enjoy writing. We are going to trace through all the words which are given here, and then we write them on the other side. The first one is a P, E, and a T. You have to trace all through the dots. Trace nicely, and on the other side, you have to write it correctly without tracing. Now you have to practice your handwriting nicely there. Let's turn to page 19 for our next lesson. We are going to look at the possessive pronouns. What is a possessive pronoun? A possessive pronoun is the word that indicates the ownership of something, the ownership of anything. When something belongs to a certain person, it shows that that thing belongs to that person, and then we say what in English? Possessive pronoun. All right. Okay, now let's try the words which shows ownership. Which words are those that shows ownership? When we say something belongs to you, then that thing is yours. It's not mine, it's yours. When we say this pencil, for example, belongs to me, so we say in possessive, to show the possessive pronoun, we say it's mine. The pencil is mine. And when something belongs to him, we are going to say it is his. So those are the words that shows that something belongs to someone. All right, so now we are going to look at this exercise. Let's try and see when we read this sentence whether we are going to be able to fill in the correct pronoun, possessive pronoun. All right, let's start with the first one. Let's try it. Is this red bag? What possessive pronoun do you think it will go there? Check on your answers there. We have yours, mine, hers, theirs, his, and ours. What do you think? What can we say? Is this red bag? I think it will be what? Yours. That is very correct. Is this red bag yours? The second question says, this book belongs to Jen. And the other thing that you have to know when we are dealing with possessive pronouns, you first have to know the person that you are talking about. You have to identify them by their names. Is Jen a boy or Jen is a girl? So if Jen is a girl, so what possessive pronoun will best fit that sentence? This book belongs to Jen. Therefore, we are going to say it is hers. So the book belongs to Jen. So the book is hers. So try the others and finish them. I'm going to check with you tomorrow and see if you have done that correctly. Now we are going to continue to page 21. We are still on the possessive pronouns. Okay, let's check there. We have got our possessive pronouns there given, and we are still going to fill in the correct one again. So we read the sentence, and then you will know which possessive pronoun best fits into the statement, and you fill it in. Number one, this is Jen. This is book. So this is Jen. This is what book? Check the pronouns here. My, your, her, his, its, our, their. Remember, Jen is a name. Is a name of who? Of a girl. So we say, this is Jen. This is her book. But when we come to number two, what are we going to put in the line there correctly? This is Benny. Is Benny a girl or a boy? Now find out what possessive pronoun will best fit that statement. All right. Okay. We have come to the end of our lesson for today, but before we sanitize our hands, I would like to see and find out whether you still remember what we have learned. Remember what we have learned? We have learned about the t and the h sound. How do we sound it? It's a, we take out our tongues. And we have also enjoyed to write. Please do practice writing at home. Write as many words as you want. All right. Okay. Now, let us sanitize our hands before we call in Doshi. That's it. Rub in, rub out, and rub between your fingers. That's it. We can do that every time in order to take out the germs. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Shashi. And Simon says don't touch your face, your eyes, your nose, and your mouth unless your hands are super clean. Bye!
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Precious, and I'm with my friend here. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
This week's theme is public transport. And before we begin, let us sanitize our hands. Let's rub. and we spread out our hands so that we don't touch the person next to us. Then we also do it in front as well. Okay? Remember to social distance and always wear your mask when you are going out. And our lesson today is on sight words, word search, reading, and the 2D shapes. Thank you. Let's now turn to page 26, where we are going to search words. And in this puzzle, we are going to search for the sight words. You are given words on top. Here, these are the sight words given to you, and you must read them and search the word from the puzzle. Then you circle. I'm going to do 3 with you. We are going to start with that. I want to search for that. I come here, that is here, so I circle. Then the second word, I want to search from my puzzle here. I want to search on. Okay? On is not here, going straight or up, but it's horizontal. This is on. So some words will be straight from top to bottom. Some will be stretching from left to right. Transport. So I'll give you this puzzle. You go in your booklet and search all those means of transport. We have the submarine, we have the helicopter, we have the rocket. You search the way I did on the sight words puzzle. That's all about puzzles. I hope you enjoy this work. Thank you. Let's now move on to page 28, where we are going to read a comprehension story. Okay. First, we'll read our story from our booklet. Then we'll check the questions given. I'll read for you. Things that go on land. That's our title for the comprehension. There are many things that go on land. We use land transport to help us in many ways. We can use a motor car or bus to get to school. Trains and trucks help by carrying goods from one place to another. An ambulance or a fire engine is used when there is an emergency. Diggers and dump trucks are used on a building site. So on your own, you can read it for the second time. I did with you. Now, let's move on to the questions. First question is asking, how do you get to school every day? If you go on foot, you say on foot. And grade 2s, we must practice answering questions in full. How do you get to school every day? I go to school on foot. If you go by bus, you say, I go to school by bus. And you don't say with bus, you say by bus. Let's check number 2. Name 2 vehicles from the passage that can be used to carry goods. Okay, Now we are using the passage to find answers. You check from the passage where they talked about carrying goods. It's written, trains and trucks help by carrying goods from one place to another. So you write A, trucks, B, trains. Now I want you to do number 3 and 4 on your own from the booklet. Let's now turn to page 29, where we are going to talk about shapes. And in this lesson, we are going to talk about the 2D shapes. Okay? There are questions given. What is the name of the shape it is describing? First row, it's written shape description. So which shape is being described there? Write the name of the shape, cut out the correct shape and stick it. And we are given different names of shapes. We have the circle, we have the triangle, we have the pentagon, we have the square, we have the hexagon, we have the rectangle. Okay. Then the first description is, I have 4 straight sides. All my sides are the same length. Which shape is that? We all know that it's a square. So you write square in that box. Then you cut the shape and paste it. You cut the shape, that is the square, and paste it where it's written shape. Okay, let's do another one. I have 1 curved side that goes all the way around. Which shape is that? It's a circle. So you write circle where it's written name of shape. Then on the shape, you cut the circle from the given shapes and paste it under shape. Okay? Now I want you to do all the work on this page on your own. That's all about 2D shapes. You must also know the correct spellings of these shapes, and you must be able to identify them by checking the number of sides. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the lesson. It's time to sanitize our hands. Let's sanitize. Let's rub. Good. We spread out so that we don't touch the person next to us, and we also do it in front. Okay. Remember to social distance and wear your mask every time you go out. And before we say goodbye, let's call our friend Soshi to say bye.
What is social distancing? Hi everyone, I am Zoshi, and I'm back. It literally just means that you need to stay home all the time and keep away from crowded places. And remember to keep your distance from your friends too. Everybody stay safe. Yay! Till next time. Bye!
On January 30th, the WHO declares the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. One day after Valentine's 15th Feb 2020, a man tests positive for the virus in Egypt, the first case on the African continent.
Many African countries have been praised for waging an effective campaign to stop the spread of COVID-19 despite having weak health systems. With a population of more than 1 billion people, the continent has had about 4 million cases according to data from the Johns Hopkins University.
This was foreseen. Viruses mutate, and investigations are usually ongoing to know if they are more deadlier or less deadlier. But remember, data is still being gathered, and Ian, to note is that the measures that were curbing the COVID-19 are still the same. Social distancing, washing your hands, wearing a face mask, these still apply.
COVID has certainly unearthed many of the challenges that exist within the health system, and the challenges of operating within a failing and health system. For example, human resources, lack of robust supply chains, leadership, and so on.
We know the world is a crazy place right now, but don't panic. Take a breath, slow down, or better yet, stop completely. We'll still be here when everything settles down. In this time of uncertainty, look to nature. She has all the answers, you know. We're not only giving ourselves time to reset, we're giving nature time to restore, revive, restart. We're saving ourselves and we're saving the world. Stay home now so that we can welcome you to Namibia again soon. Yes, the world's a crazy place right now, but don't despair. Find the joy.